Alright, this is the race. This is following my P1 qualifying in the last video that I posted. And so we're starting this race in the MX5 Cup around Laguna Seca. And we're starting in P1. Now I try to do my best, get my best launch, get the best start I can. This orange car is still kind of close. So I am going outside. I'm not using all the track there just in case they want to do something crazy and go down the inside. But as you saw, some guy just locked up and went straight. This orange guy's keeping up with me though. They were previously P1. Oh, getting a little squirrely there by the orange guy. Korea, I guess. Outside, I really trying to maximize my speed, trying to get as far away from these other competitors as fast as I can, really. Quite fast, quite speedy, I say so myself. And right as I come over the crest, I make eye contact, or I make visual contact with that red curb, and then I turn in, maybe with a little lift, get a little extra rotation from liftoff. I like to brake pretty early up here, and I can just make it all the way through third, get on the gas as soon as I can here while taking as straight a line and as right and left a line as possible down the corkscrew. A little lift, little hesitant, but we got a good 1 second gap. Good braking, I stay in fourth. I have tried down shifting to third there, but it's just not right. A little oversteer on the exit. But we're still maintaining at least a 1 second gap. 1.5, 1.4, 1.5, looking good. And onto our second lap. That last lap I did was who knows what. I think it's that 146.62 down there, but I'm not sure. But according to the performance, we're on pace for a 138, but definitely not with that oversteer I got. It's all out of control there on the entry, mid-corner, and exit of turn 1. This corner here I like to do a little lift, and then that gives me just enough rotation so where I can sort of get a little neutral steer, which I do think is quite fast, but I mean it's the technique I've been using, and I did a 138.9 I believe in quali. So still at a 1.5 second gap. And visual contact, turn in, stay in as fast as I can. Had to correct a little oversteer. Or maybe that, I don't even think that, it's not even power oversteer, it's just balance and where the weight is moving in the car. Slow nice and down into third there. Not as straight or as fast of line as I usually do, but it was good nonetheless. That last corner that we just passed, I have some trouble there. Here I slowed down in this corner a little too much. That was some nice braking. Power out. And the gap is just increasing. 2 second, 2.9, 3 second gap to P2. I just did a 139.90. I think that is faster than... No, that's not faster than my quali lap. Went down in a second a little early there. But, you know, what's important is making the corner. A little slow through there. A little slow, not my fastest. But let's see this little lift action to get that some extra rotation. The tires are almost getting to where I want them to be. They're sliding a little bit, but I like them to slide just a little bit more. I'm a big fan of the oversteer setups. I really strongly dislike understeer. But I guess that can be, you know, mitigated through technique. It's not all about the vehicle setup. P3 just like totally went off right there. Nice gentle braking in. It's like, you know, I got a good 3 second gap. There's no need to be going crazy, you know, getting every last thousandth, trying to go as fast as I absolutely can when I've got a comfortable lead not too comfortable, but you know, I'm pretty much just in hot lap mode. Or, well, not in hot, I don't know. Because when I think about it in a real race, right, hot lap you're pushing for everything because it's like Wally. Whereas the race you're not really pushing at that same level, I suppose. But the bulk majority of my sim driving experience is in hot lap. So that's what I take seriously, and then I hop in these races and I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm actually recording this at 3 a.m. Recording this voiceover at least. This commentator. See that little lift technique? Look at that. That's what I like. That's what I like. Just a tiny little bit of oversteer. I feel like when I do that, the car's fast. Moving. 3.3 gaps increasing a little bit. That was a little, maybe, I don't know, undesired oversteer right there. But I think that's just because I just yanked the wheel left. But it seemed to work, I guess. There's a race that hopefully the video is coming out soon. I raced, let's see, I think a Ferrari 458 GT2 around Spa, and I was maybe not leading, but I was maybe in podium positions, but my tire durability went to 0. Which that was a pretty entertaining race. Hopefully I upload that one. We have a guy coming out of the pits here, you know, supposed to stay behind the white line. There, but then I think he crosses over at some point. Yeah, look at this guy. Just crosses right over, doesn't even take the pit exit. That should be a cut, that should be a penalty. P14 coming out like that? Why? I'm gonna give it as much thought as I can. Miata behind me getting a little squirrely. And you can see, compared to them, they really cut their line off, and actually they just went right off into the wall. But thanks to that traffic that was behind me that just crashed, P2's now 6 seconds behind. So my gap's just increasing ever more. I find going up this hill, getting that apex into the corner there, really important, because you really get it's important, I guess, in the Miata to keep a lot of speed, because it's not the fastest accelerating vehicle. But even so, I'm in love with the Cup. Staying fourth here. I barely braked, and it just understeered all the way through. And just as I'm coming across this last corner, do I see P2. Big gap, big gains, big lead. I'm getting like 139s, 140s. Well, let's see what the rest of the pack is doing in real time. Got a 158, 141 from P2. Okay, the 158 was from P10, which is in front of me. P3 did a 141. P4 did a 141. Yeah, I said 131 before, I'm at 141. 3 a.m. What can I say? We're just powering through. It's not often that I start P1 in the first place. Number 2, it's not often that I actually make it through turn 1. And it's also not often that I can actually stay in the lead without making any mistakes. Laguna Seca is a track that I have, I want to say a lot of experience in, on the sim at least. Besides, I just always hop on the track day servers, Laguna Seca, Miata, about, it's actually one of the very first tracks I learned. So I'd like to say I'd like to think I know it pretty well. Coming into the last lap here, white flag, leaders on final lap. Who's that? That's me. That's me. I'm the leader. I'm the leader. Started braking a little early, like between the 2 and number 3 cone. Usually I try and send it, get out as wide as possible and as fast as possible, accelerating all the way up into the number 2 cone. But I don't know. Ooh, that oversteer. I love it. I love the side oversteer. But also you can see my performance delta time, not that slower by like 1/10 to 2/10. Made up some time breaking into that last corner, but I wasn't that great in the exit. So here, I'm like 500ths down, slingshot up the hill. Let's see how my time goes. That wasn't the best attack on that corner that I've ever done. Pushed my braking point a little farther back on just before the corkscrew though. But was it even faster? I don't know. It seemed to be slower. This corner here that I just took, I feel like on entry I could, before even turning in for the corner, I could go out a little wider just to open up the corner. And here I think I'm fuel saving because I had very low fuel, if I recall correctly. So I was like, let me make sure, or maybe I was just lazy, I was like, I got a wicked gap. There's no need to push. And there it is. Qualified P1, started P1, finished P1.